Have you ever wanted to take something just because it was free and later realize that you didn't actually need it at all? In today's fun Korean story, we will meet a farmer named Dong who was so obsessed with getting free things that he would waste his time, effort, and even money chasing them. But one small incident taught him a valuable lesson that stayed with him for the rest of his life. So be sure to watch this interesting and thought-provoking story until the very end. And if you enjoy inspiring, humorous, and meaningful stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Story Echo English, like the video, and share it with your friends. Now, let's begin today's story, The Hidden Cost of Free.
The Hidden Cost of Free. Long ago, in a village in Korea, there lived a farmer named Dong. He was hardworking, but he had one big weakness. He could never resist anything that was free. Whenever he saw the word free, he would immediately rush to get it. One day, the marketplace was crowded. A merchant had put up a large sign. "Buy one pot and get one free." Dong thought, "I already have 4 pots at home, but if I'm getting one free, why not?" So he bought 2 pots. When he got home, his wife asked, "Do we really need these?" Dong replied, "Maybe not, but one of them was free." A few days later, another offer appeared in the market. "Buy 2 sacks of rice and get 1 small sack free." Dong rushed to the market again. He bought the rice sacks. His wife asked, "We already have enough rice." Dong smiled and said, "But this extra sack was free." Slowly, their house began filling up with things they didn't need. Free cups, free baskets, free buckets, free mats. Soon, there was hardly any space left to walk. One day, a new merchant came to the village. He announced, "Anyone who comes tomorrow morning will receive a free watermelon." Dong was so excited that he could barely sleep. Before sunrise, he stood in a long line. Hundreds of people were already ahead of him. He waited in the hot sun for 4 hours. Finally, he received a large watermelon. He proudly carried it home. His wife asked, "How much is that watermelon worth?" Dong replied, "About 5 coins." She then asked, "And how long did it take you to get it?" 4 hours. His wife smiled. "If you had worked in the fields for 4 hours, how much would you have earned?" Dong stopped and calculated. 10 coins. His wife's smile widened. "So you gave up 10 coins worth of work to get a watermelon worth only 5 coins. Dong's eyes widened. For the first time, he realized that not everything free is truly free. Sometimes, we pay with our time, effort, and opportunities. From that day on, he made a rule. Whenever he saw the word free, he asked himself one question. If this weren't free, would I still buy it? If the answer was no, he simply walked away. Within a few months, his house became neat and spacious again. His expenses went down as well. One day, Dong met a friend in the marketplace. His friend laughed and asked, "Dong, what happened? I never see you standing in free offer lines anymore." Dong laughed. "Now I think before I act." His friend replied, "Well, today they're giving away free umbrellas." Dong paused for a moment. Then he asked himself his usual question. If this umbrella weren't free, would I buy it? He thought about it. There were already 3 umbrellas at home. He smiled and said, "No." His friend looked surprised. "So you're not going to get one?" Dong shook his head. "No, I don't need an umbrella. It was never the umbrella I wanted. It was the word free that attracted me." Both of them burst into laughter. Just then, a man came running through the market carrying 4 free umbrellas. Suddenly, he slipped and fell into the mud. All 4 umbrellas landed in the dirt. The crowd laughed. Dong looked at his friend and said with a grin, "A few months ago, that would have been me." They laughed even harder. From that day forward, Dong always remembered one simple truth. Something you don't need is useless, even if it's free. And sometimes, the wisest thing you can say is no. Moral of the story: True wisdom is not getting everything you can. It is knowing what you should refuse. The wisdom to say no is often more valuable than a free gift.